Hello my YouTube beauties and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the high-end version of my foundation decluttering. I am doing this at the very end of my Wear Test Wednesday series. The last 8 weeks have been a lot of fun. I've tried a lot of different foundations, some I like, some I don't, but I wanted to sit down and kind of get rid of some of the high-end foundations that I've been keeping for one reason or another, or kind of tell you guys why I like different foundations. If you're interested in seeing what foundations I keep and what foundations I get rid of, then just keep watching. The first foundation I have is this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. This is what the bottle looks like. I really like the packaging of this. It says Fenty Beauty in the middle of the packaging. It has a white cap. When you take it off, it does have a pump, and I'm really enjoying this foundation. I think it's really good for oily skin. This looks airbrushed and not super heavy, so I've been really enjoying it. I'm going to continue to use it. I really like the shade match that I got. Yeah, so I'm going to hold on to this one. The next guy I have is this Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. This has peach and sweet fig cream in it. After wearing it a few times, the color is a little off. I don't know. I like the packaging. I like that it is easy and travel friendly. I like the pump, but I think the color is a little gray or too dark for me. That's the color right there. The color's a little off, but I make it work with setting it with a lighter powder. I really enjoy how it wears. Sorry, I'm taking this off of my hand. I am a big fan of this foundation, especially if you have oily skin. It is just really great. It lasts a really long time. It keeps me matte all day, and I think it looks really nice, so I'm going to keep this one as well. Next, I have the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. This has SPF 15 in it. I really love the packaging as well. High-end bottles seem to be all about the frosted glass packaging. The top has a little Lancome rose right there, and you take this off and it does have a pump as well. I really like high-end foundations because they do have pumps, but surprisingly a lot of my foundations that I love are drugstore foundations, which it's kind of surprised me going through this process and seeing every foundation that I have. Anyway, so I'm going to keep this one. The color's a little dark for me right now, and I do wear this more in the summertime. I really like how this sits on my skin. Leave a comment down below letting me know your experience with SPF in your foundations and whether it causes flashback or not, because I'm trying to see for my upcoming wedding whether I should include a foundation that has SPF in it or not, simply because I don't want flashback. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one. I think it does really well on my skin, and this lasts a very long time. It is a little heavier, but it looks so nice and wears so well on my skin, so I'm going to hold on to this one. The next foundation I have is this Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation. This was in a Wear Test Wednesday video, and I'm going to keep this. I really like how this wears. Like, at the end of the day, my foundation looks almost as good as it did when I first applied it. So this is probably one of my longest wearing foundations, and I'm definitely going to keep this one. Next, I have this Stila Perfectly Poreless Putty Perfector. Say that 10 times. I have the shade Light. I remember this foundation does not have a lot of shades. Here's my shade right there. It comes with this little annoying thing. I never use this. I don't think I've used this in the last year. That is it swatched on my hand right there. It's a little dark for me, and I don't think it's very special. And if you can look close up, there are hairs that have gotten into this product and just stayed there. Probably it's on my beauty blender or something, but that's gross, and I don't want to dip my beauty blender into that, and I don't know how to get all that stuff out. Because this foundation is a putty, I find that when I go in to apply my makeup, stuff gets in it, like hairs and all this stuff that I don't want in it, just because it is open. You know, when you open it up, there it is. So I just don't find that this is the cleanliest of foundations, so I'm going to get rid of this one. The next foundation I have is a Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water. This has SPF 30 in it, and I am in the shade Light Neutral. I'm going to get rid of it, but I like the formula a lot. It is a watery consistency. I love the packaging. So here's the foundation. I find that it sits on my skin really well. It's the color right there. It's very lightweight, and I really like how it sits on my skin, but it's too dark of a shade for me, and I've had this for probably a year and a half, so I just need to get rid of it anyway. But I really like this for very light foundation days. I'm going to get rid of this one and then repurchase a lighter shade. Next, we have this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. because I like that it has this little protector on it. Kind of have the same issue as I did with the Poreless Putty. I think that this foundation shade matches me really well, and I think I need to try it a couple more times. I don't really know my thoughts on this yet. I haven't been playing around with it lately, so I want to retest it out and see what I think about it. I think that it lasted a good time on my skin, but I do think that it's harder to apply and more of a process to apply than a liquid foundation. So I'm going to hold on to this just to keep trying it out and see how it does on my oily skin. Next, I have this Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I'm in the shade Light Beige. I don't know why I got light beige. My skin has been more of a yellow undertone lately, so all of my beige foundations look very off. I really like this foundation. It's thicker, definitely, and it is a full coverage foundation. So it almost looks, there it is right there. It almost has this whipped moussey texture. I mean, it's really nice and it's very full coverage. You need the smallest amount, but I think that it wears really well on my skin. You need the smallest amount and it lasts on your skin a really long time if you have oily skin. And I would definitely recommend this. I think it's a good one. So I'm going to keep it. Next, I have this Dr. Jart Beauty Balm. I just did my last wear test Wednesday on this BB cream. It is the BB Dissapor. I'm going to hold on to it. Again, this is more of a beige undertone, so it's looking a little goofy, but overall, I really liked how it wore on my skin. I'm going to hold on to it and just keep trying it out. Next, I have this Marc Jacobs Genius Gel foundation, and this is in Bisque Light. Now, I'm not going to get rid of this just because it was so expensive and it's such a nice bottle. Like, it looks really high-end and expensive. Oh, and this has a pump as well. I think that this foundation can get too cakey on my skin, so I just need to play around with what primers are going to make this look the best and what powders, because no matter how much I powder with this foundation, my chin always looks heavy and cakey at the end of the day. So I'm going to keep trying it out, but I think I can't get rid of it just because of the name on the bottle. So I'm going to keep trying it and hope that it works for me eventually, and I'll find products that complement this foundation well. Next, I have this Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This is in the shade 1 Linen. I think this is the lightest shade. This is the coolest applicator. You've probably seen it, but it looks like the Tarte Shape Tape has, oh my god, the Tarte Shape Tape totally has the same wand. This is a really good foundation for oily skin. I think that I would like it to last longer on my skin. Some of these I just have gotten distracted by other new foundations and I haven't been playing with them. So I need to test this out again, but I'm not going to get rid of it because I've barely used it and the shade looks on point. Next, I have this Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation. I'm in the shade Claire Light. I don't know. I think I've used this once. So that is how it comes out. This looks like it could be a good match. I'm going to keep trying this because I remember when I did try this foundation, I really liked it, and it is lightweight, which is nice. It's definitely not a full coverage foundation, but it is supposed to make your foundation look very airbrushed, and I think that it does that, so I'm going to hold on to it. So next I have this It Cosmetics CC Cream. This is the full coverage cream and anti-aging hydrating serum. This has SPF 50. I need to get a lighter shade because this does not match me at all. So it has a pump. It's very similar to the Too Faced one in the packaging, and this has a pump as well. This is almost the exact same packaging. I really like this foundation. I think that the color is definitely off. I mean, that is just way too dark for me, but this is a beautiful CC cream. Like, I really, really love this CC cream. It says it's a CC cream, but this is a full coverage foundation, and I love the packaging. Again, it's very travel friendly, so I'm going to hold on to it for in the summer months when I do have a tan, but I need to pick up a lighter shade. We're not doing so well. I'm getting rid of 2 so far. Okay, I know I'm definitely getting rid of this. This is the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation. I don't like this. I did a video on this a while ago. It has a pump, but it's like a very cheap pump. And I know this is not considered like high end, but it's not considered drugstore. It's kind of in the middle. Oh yeah, this is what the foundation looks like. It's very thick and heavy and cakey, and I just remember not liking it. It didn't sit on my skin well, and I just have been holding on to it, I guess, for this video so I could get rid of it. So yeah, I'm not keeping this one. This next foundation is the Fiona Styles Matte Finish Foundation. This is probably one of my favorite foundations ever. I'm in the shade 02, but this is one of my all-time favorite foundations. I love how it sits on my skin. It lasts a super long time and it keeps me matte all day long, so I have no complaints about this, and I love the packaging. It does have a pump and it's got a purple cap, so there we go. I really like this one, so I'm gonna keep it. The last foundation I have, I'm going to keep as well. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I did this in a recent wear test Wednesday, and I'm gonna hold on to it. I just haven't had enough time to play around with it to really know for sure if I like it. I wish that it would last longer on my skin. I don't think that it lasts the 15 hours that everyone says it does, at least on my skin. It does look really nice for the majority of the day, so I'm gonna hold on to it just to keep playing around with it. And this has a pump as well, and it does have a like striped almost zebra print with the purple right here, so I really like it. I love the packaging, and yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it. I didn't do too well on the high-end foundations, but to be honest, I didn't really have that many high-end foundations. I definitely had more drugstore foundations, so I'm getting rid again of the Stila Perfectly Poreless Putty Perfector, this Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream, and then the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!